How did you go when you did Live at the Apollo? What was your sort of internal monologue?
Well, it's just...
Was that the first big TV stand-up?
No, my first really big TV stand-up was I got Royal Variety in 2009.
Right.
And
the year you started? Amazing.
The year I started.
Incredible.
I just got straight on it.
First gig.
It's the year I turned from being...
Gail Edwards?
Yeah. No, Jill Edwards.
Sorry.
Just to get her name right. Jill Edwards, very good course. If you're down in Brighton now. Anyway, but... so if you've got... honestly, I turned from being a lifelong Republican to really quite liking the royal family. Because I remember I was still properly on Facebook then, and a friend went, I said, I'm going to do Royal Variety. Someone went, aren't you a Republican? I went, could you take it? I had to phone them. Take that off. Don't say that. I loved it. Was the Queen and Prince Philip. It's only one that I think they did it once more or something before.
And what was it going through your head as you did it?
Do you know what? I'm a neurotic. I don't know, you haven't worked with me that much, Adam, but I'm one of the most neurotic off stage. Oh my God, this is going to be shit and I'm going to be crap.
The only reason I know that is because we did a double header preview together at the boat show.
Yeah.
Just before Edinburgh, and you're like, this is just, it's not there yet, and I was like, oh, because I'd only ever seen you at like the CKP showcases. Because like, for those who don't know, we share an agent, now Blue Book Artist Management.
It keeps changing its name, and I don't know why. It's really dodgy. It's like they're on the run.
Fucking Hal and Adam are doing well. Change the name of the company. There's a Sue cash in hand, lads. Yeah, he'll do the Apollo, but it's fucking cash in hand. It's a cash pickup. Royal Variety.
The BBC are paying us in untraceable bonds. But I seen it for the first time because every other time I've seen you were doing like 7-minute sets, and it's stuff that you've done for a year because you know it's in front. But we were doing.
You smashed out. You hoof gigs.
Do you know what? I still that first Royal Variety. I stood in the wings, and Royal Variety's a really scary gig because comics die on it. Big comics have died. Both times I've done it, I've seen a comic die on it. It was not me.
You die in front of,
and you die in front
Queen.
of.
Could you just Google and let us know who's on with Hal?
No, but everybody's wearing sort of black tie and being very tense and worrying about with the Queen's up. I've only done it with the old, like I did in 2013 with Charles and Camilla. So it's all so people are all going, oh, will they get offended and worried and stuff? And it's so frightening.
I hope you get it one day.
But it's so frightening that I reached that lovely point of going, I'm beyond fear. I'm in a weird netherworld. And I remember somebody was sort of brushing down my jacket, and there was Catherine Jenkins on stage going, "Wake me up inside." She was doing a version of that song, and it was really
Catherine
dramatic.
Jenkins did an Evanescence cover.
Yes, she covered it. I still remember it. And there's all these, but it was amazing dances with it. And she was in the middle of all this thing. It was beautifully sung. And I'm about to follow it.
Michael Bublé doing a Slipknot cover.
But I remember I'm about to follow it. And just thinking, this is so... And I'm totally unknown.
Had you just sort of reached a level of almost like pressure nirvana?
Yeah, but also, isn't there that wonderful thing where no one knows who you are? You've got nothing to lose. You are literally walking out and people are going, who's this? And the first minute of Royal Variety, if they don't know you, you're dying for a minute and you have to pretend you're not. I still remember Sarah Millican got it the next year and said, she phoned me, because I give advice to all the big stars, and I went, you'll die for about the first minute and you just have to just pretend it's not happening, because anybody new, even if you've done a bit of telly, if you're younger, they'll just go, well, I don't know who they are, and you have to just work them into stand-up, and it's such a frightening gig that it actually, I loved it.
This is how you're explaining it. Have you seen in a film where like a landmine or an explosion goes off and then they're just walking and it's like, that's almost like you walking out like, oh, this is so stressful. Yeah. I've gone beyond shit in it. And then you had a blinder.
I was so much nicer than as a comic. I've not got as much nice material now. I'd struggle if I got it now. Having said that, I am still available. But you do have, I did have such a good... I did walk off going, oh, that's it, my career's made. And it's just been such a slog since then. It's still good.
Welcome to Have a Word.
First time I did Live at the Apollo, I went, this is it. Goodbye. I'll never be in a club again. I won't have to do corporates in a year. Oh.
Now you're ringing Christian. Any more corporates, mate? The Glee got back to you.
I know where we're gigging tonight together as well.
Oh,
I'm telling you. Right, so the producer of the Royal Variety come to see me in Edinburgh a couple of years ago and said they really liked it. Now, if I get a minute in, now that I know that, if I got to do it and I get a minute in and it's not working, I'll be like, right, I remember what Hal said on the podcast, it's all fine. If I get 2 minutes in, I'll be like, right, that's a bit longer than Hal said, but if that third minute it has "I will Bill Burr Philadelphia the fuck out of the Rowe family," and I'll be like, "Listen, Liz, you fucking arrogant twat. On the money, are you stupid fucking bitch? Get the fuck out of it. Why am I tax money paying for you and that racist old weekend at Bernie's come to still be alive? Charles, we know you're off to your ex-wife, you dirty out. I will fucking drive it into the ground. Prince Harry was the only sound one, and you fucking shift him off to Canada."
Do you know what's great? Wouldn't it be exciting?
You're not going to win them round.
No, how exciting would this be if he does get it and then this now gets out after he's been,
the whole Bill Burr Philadelphia thing is that they hated him and he went in hard and he won them over because they're a hard city. They booed at Santa and they won it. They won them over just by giving them abuse. I don't think the royal family work like that.
Sweating now, Prince Andrew, aren't you? It's because I called your man out for the fucking tax dodging rat she is. Hey!
So apparently you're never doing it again, though, because now you've been on this podcast.
No, but do you know what? It is one of those. It's the thing of doing a gig where if it goes bad, where you can die, and then you have to meet them still. You have to. That's the fun.
Did you shake her hand?
Yes.
Yeah. Is she a...
No, it's Camilla. You got Charles and Camilla.
I've done it twice. So 2009 I got Queen and Prince Philip.
You're working your way around the fucking aristocracy.
He got offered another one with the Queen and that, and he was like, "Been there, met her, get me Charles."
Do you know what? Camilla said that to me. She went, "So you've done this before?" Because they get a little thing. I went, "Yes, I did it 4 years ago in Blackpool with the Queen and Prince Philip." She went, "Oh, so this is a bit of a step down." And I went, "Oh, no. I said, I want to meet all of you, ma'am." I just, honestly, the Republican side of me was so disgusted. But I'll do anything for career.
Christ. Is the Queen a solid handshaker or is she a bit fucking limp?
Do you know? No, she's just...
She's a fist pumper.
Do you know what? She's just...
I would do that.
What up? She's actually kind of stunning. She glows. She's so... sorry, I'm way over the top. I love the Queen.
How old are you?
I love this.
Would you bang the Queen?
No. Oh, God. This is really wrecking any chance I have of going back. But,
you haven't said anything. We're
ruining it.
I would go for a fist bump, though. Especially with Charles.
Yeah.
Because he does loads of work with youth centres and that, doesn't he? So he's like...
But they are...
He's down for a spud, Charles.
Do you know what they're really good at? They are really good at making... They're just trained in making you feel special and making you feel like, Charles is all, it's amazing what you do so hard with this, this crowd. Because I know he'd just spoken to the other comic who died in his arse and just gone to him, because I'm not going to tell you who the other comic was, and he's just gone to him, bad luck with the tough crowd. And he said to me, you did so well. It's so tough with this crowd. And this make you feel special. And you just float into a sort of...
Because he's been doing that for years.
Exactly.
He has been doing small talk at these showy events. Wonderful industry.
But it's that thing...
Have you got an email? We've got some live work coming up at St.
Very
James's.
posh people are brilliant at this.
Yeah.
They are brilliant at going, but that's why people voted Boris Johnson. Boris Johnson is good at going, I'm a bit mad, I'm sure you're wonderful, I'm sure you're great. Yeah. There's that way of just, they're almost trained. I used to talk
It doesn't
about
work as well around here, though, that sort of...
Yeah, but what they're doing is, I think they're deflecting attention from their ridiculous privilege. They're going, of course, you're great, you're fantastic. Posh people do it the whole time. Oh, that would be fun. Oh, that'd be great. Oh, that's great what you do.
Complimentary, they're flirty.
Yeah, don't think about the money I was born into and all my privilege.
I'm not incredible, you're incredible. Exactly. I'm worth £89 million independently.
Exactly.
But you've got both your shoes on. Phenomenal.
I think that's how you tell super posh. That's how you tell. I wanted to reach that
level. They put
level.
themselves down and build you up.
I'm middle class. No one likes us.
Right.
So it's upper middle and upper class are all...
Yeah, you lot get a lot of the shit from us.
Yeah.
Because we sort of blame you for what the people above you are doing. Yeah.
So you get stick from the working class without any of the benefits, really.
Exactly. And about stick
Mate,
from the working
class. Adam thinks I'm a Tory because I drank watermelon flavoured Lucasade. So that's all it...
Come on, no. That is a bit right-wing,
That's how working class Adam is.
To not go for the orange or the original. Even the original's a bit Lib Dem.
What the fuck are you wearing? Knitwear! Oh, didn't realise I was hanging out with the fucking Sultan of Brunei.
If you at any point during the winter turn up to this podcast in a cardigan, it's over.
What's wrong with a cardigan?
It's just... No, you can wear it because it's ironic. He can't wear a fucking cardigan.
So I immediately think of the end scene of Grease.
Yeah.
Dewey turns up in a cardigan. What are you doing there? And then it dances and he becomes cool again.
But
so you can have that
she's all
moment.
sexy.
Yeah.
She does look good at the end.
I do love the way you're both wearing baseball caps. It's it's like
we're trying to get a sponsorship.
Well, it's because he's young and I'm bald.
But it does.
Look how bad it looked. With these headphones.
Oh, but it's
it looks like an out of work Moby impersonator.
It's quite sweet though.
Do you like house music?
It's so Moby. Oh.
Oh, fuck it. I'm gonna ride it out.
You do look like a couple of guys going, yeah, so we're, down here in Texas and we're voting for Trump and listen to our thing.
Do you think we look like Trump voters, you reckon?
I don't think you're Trump voters, I just think you look a bit.
I think a lot of people in the British podcasting game think we're very alt-right, so that really... But they make jokes that you can't make. Yeah, how'd your patron do? What? How? This is why I'm not wearing a cardigan.
This is the sort of thing I come on where I think I'm an edgy comic and I'm just not, and I come on a show like this and go, I'm quite frightened. Anything could be said because that's my thing.
Yeah, I bet you when you were driving here today, you didn't think anyone was going to tell the Queen to go fuck herself.
Exactly, especially someone who wants to be on the Royal Variety.
Yeah, especially someone who's
that's what's so weird. I want to be. I'm going to fucking go for them.
No, I would absolutely do it, but I also, there's a working class with socialist ideals who lives within me who just can't.
So what would you actually do? Because you're not a fucking. You play the game, but would you be like, instead of saying "mom," be like, "All right, mate." What?
I think I'd say, "What's happening?
How are we?"
You wouldn't. You would say Your Royal Highness or Your Majesty, and then you'd play it all.
I swear on the grave of my mother, I absolutely would not.
Really?
If I met the Queen, let's say it's the Queen, and what's his name? Is it Philip?
Philip.
Big lad.
Philip.
Big fella.
Just say big fella. Hey, boss.
I'd just go, did they come together or did they come one at a time?
They come sort of one at a time because she's like a grandma and he's like your mad old granddad.
Let's do it. We're in the line.
So, but who comes first? It's him, innit?
She came first.
Right.
Mate. Yeah, no, not that joke. But yeah, sorry.
Anyone? Are we not doing it? The Scottish Day. Sorry.
So I'd say, how are we? To the Queen.
So we're coming down the line.
How are we? How are we? Nice to meet you. I've seen all your money.
You fucking little rat.
If the Queen said to me, you fucking little rat.
You'd be respected though, wouldn't you?
I'd be happier than I've ever been. If the Queen of England said, you fucking little rat.
Where?
Imagine, what?
England.
Queen of England.
England.
I'd say, how are we to the Queen? How are we, Liz? And then to Philip, I'd just say, what's happening, Phil?
Do you know? I know we're joking, but I think he would, Hal. I think he would.
I would. No, the problem is, first of all, they don't really go to it anymore because they're very old. So it is usually the youngsters.
That's Netflix for you, isn't it? They're all watching it.
Well, if it was the other one, if it was Charles and Camilla, Charlie.
See, the thing is, if you did something like that, that's the thing. That is the potential for greatness because people do Royal Variety, people forget it. If you said something like that and people heard it, that would be that all the tabloids would go. I was 100%. I remember speaking. Sorry, I'm like showing how old I am because I remember when Michael McIntyre first did it, and I saw him and said, "Do you know what I've always thought if I got Royal Variety, I'd go in for a hug because it would be all over the tabloids.
You go viral,
and you probably might get attacked by
just
security.
As you got hit by security.
Yeah, you would get just the hug. They went for a hug. Oh my god! Because it would get you so much media attention, but it would be cynical.
No, but I would say what's happening, and I would say how are we? Because I just would. Because also, if I get it once, I know I'm not getting it twice. You know what I mean? So I might as well just lean into the.
If you embrace the Queen, you're not getting booked again, are you?
No.
Well, actually, he made me feel safe.
The security is unbelievable. Unbelievable. We did a run through. We're at the Palladium, second time I did it, and we'd done a little rehearsal on stage of all the bow at the end things. Went back to our rooms, and there's sniffer dogs in our dressing room, in the comedian's dressing room. Luckily, just sniffing for explosives. Did it in Blackpool. You have armed police all round backstage. You're literally walking round.
Where did you didn't? Where does the Queen stay when she plays Blackpool?
Oh, I think she flew in and flew out.
Right.
One of the bed and breakfasts on the prom, Dan. Yeah.
I remember the hotel we
got
stayed
credit
in.
card or what?
It was yeah. They don't have any like really flash hotels in Blackpool, do they?
No.
No.
They don't have like.
It's been a rough 50 years for that town.